Hey guys, Crystal and Shadow here, back with Winx Club, and this one is called Spelled. Or Betrayed. Or something about Riven.
Yeah, which, honestly, the episode names weren't that good, but yet the episode itself was actually really good.
Yeah.
This episode, at first it was like, okay, it started off good because it had a lot of Bloom information, then it fizzled out with Girl acting like a bitch, but then it got really good with the whole fight scene.
Yeah, definitely.
That fight scene was really good, and I didn't know this was coming this episode. I mean, obviously I knew Bloom had the dragon powers, and I knew her powers would get stronger soon, but I didn't know when. Because even at the beginning of this episode, we foreshadowed it and thinking, alright, a bit more Bloom foreshadowing, but then bam, here we go, straight into the action. I mean, I think we're getting around the halfway point in this season, so yeah. I don't know how the season ends, but I know some of the details, but yeah. Yeah. And that was one of the key details I remember.
One little nitpick, although not a nitpick with this particular episode, is in recent episodes I've been wondering what age, or rather what year in the school are these girls in? Because I thought they can't possibly be freshmen, and I'll explain why in a second. But in this episode, the witches did call them freshmen. The reason why I thought they can't be freshmen was because in episode 2, they kept mentioning last year Stella blew up the science lab trying to invent a new shade of pink. How the hell did Stella do that if she's in her first year? She can't be. However, Bloom is new to this school and is obviously in her first year. However, she shares her classes with all the others who have clearly already been to this school.
I don't know.
Yes. The others seem like they're not new. Stella definitely isn't new because she blew up the science lab last year.
And plus, all of them are familiar with each other except for Bloom.
No, not really. In the second episode, I think the way Stella was going into the room, it was like maybe the roommates changed and it was her first time being roommates with these girls. She might have known them a little being in the same year level, but I don't know.
Alright then, but either way, this was a really good fight scene.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This was really good, and that's the thing, they really pushed against the wall, which is obviously why her powers emerged, but you know,
yeah, because they had like a bajillion witches.
Exactly.
I forgot to mention last time, but I was interested in the nice witch, and she did have a moment again this time.
I was thinking about that too.
I was wondering if she would show up and help, but I guess she wouldn't be that brave to actively go against the other witches. She just doesn't want to support them.
It makes you question what exactly defines being a witch. Is it like a species? It's like you're at the witch school, but you're also not evil.
Yeah, maybe it's something you're born into.
Yeah, so...
Or maybe it's like a family business type thing, like her parents were bad, so they send her to that school, like, yeah, you're going to follow in our footsteps.
I don't know, I keep wondering
Keep in the family business.
I keep wondering if they're going somewhere with that.
I don't know. It could go somewhere good, or it could just be a silly kids show thing.
I don't know, but they've brought it up twice in a row now, so I don't know. That's what made it interesting seeing her again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said...
I mean, we lost one of the boys to the dark side. Can we gain a new friend?
That's what I like. He still is with them.
Yeah.
That's what's blowing my mind. I was like, how long are they going to keep this up?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. Again, that's the thing. When we started this show, I legitimately thought there's going to be episodes which are kind of filler and not that great. But honestly, every episode has been... Yeah, I'm not saying every episode was amazing, but at least every episode has progressed somewhat. And obviously this episode progressed a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I'll give this one an 8.
I'll give this another 8.5. I really do wonder where we're going next.
Yeah, definitely.
What are the next episodes called? The
next episode is called either Magical Reality Check or Bloom Tested, or the Italian one translates to The Flame of the Dragon.
Oh, those other two names.
They even capitalized dragon.
Yeah, well, it's like a title.
Yeah,
like
it's a thing.
Yeah, it's not just a generic dragon. So, you know, again, obviously we're not. I mean, obviously big stuff happened in this episode, and I like the fact that big stuff happens and they do continue it.
I can't decide which title I like more. All three of them are really interesting.
Hang on, what was the first one? The 4Kids one?
Magical reality check. So I guess with the phrase reality check, it's like, is this really happening? What's really going on?
Maybe, yeah.
And then Bloom tested,
Obviously, yeah. And then obviously the dragon one.
Yeah, the flame of the dragon.
Yeah, those are some good episode names.
Yeah, definitely.
But here's the thing, although I was criticizing this one's episode names, I like it because obviously it doesn't spoil how good this episode ends up being.
Yeah, definitely.
Which, yeah. I like the fact that I'm glad we are enjoying this. I was worried that when...
I love having multiple episode names.
I know, there's so much to go off of.
I have looked through the list. There are a few instances where...
doubling up.
Well, usually one of the two English ones is a translation.
Yeah, or very close.
Yeah, and I remember on the list, there's one instance where all three are, like, the same.
Yeah. But like I said, before we got into the show, I was worried. I knew, that's the thing, I liked it as a kid, but I was worried it was going to be one of those things where you like it as a kid, then you get it and you're like, oh, was it really that good?
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what, we're enjoying this so far.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
the thumbnail we've been given definitely matches the Flame of the Dragon best, like if I were to pair it up with a title. Look at that.
So, yeah, which...
Yeah.
I'm glad it's going somewhere. It's a perfect halfway mark for the season, or roughly around that point.
Yeah, well, next one is 10, so...
That's true, so yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've enjoyed this, so we'll see you next time for more Winx and other stuff as well.
See you next time, guys.